Want stability, speed, and the capacity for up to 20 people on board? We're here today to check out the Aquila 32 Sport. Welcome back to the Rudder. My name's Brooke and this is Damien, and we are here for Spectrum Marine checking out this Aquila 32 Sport.
Whether you want to cruise around, you can stay overnight, take all your friends out. We're going to take a look through this boat and show you everything you need to know.
Let's go.
Starting at the rear and with these two magnificent powerhouses, we've got twin V8 300s, and with Aquila this is a power cat, so they're mounted on the two hulls. Underneath me is the ladder, so you can get in and out of the water. These outboards have a bit of a party trick. They go into sport mode, so if you want to turn up to the marina and let everyone know that you've turned up at the marina, you can do that. Very stunning to look at. We're going to move forward a little bit into the cockpit and Brooke's going to show us around.
The minute you step on board this beautiful catamaran, you can feel the luxury and the spaciousness everywhere you look. So we step on board, we have a shower head here, so you can wash off quite easily if you've been swimming. We've got lighting throughout, and you can see exactly why this is set up for the capacity for 20 people. We've got these really fantastic gates that you can shut off to keep it nice and safe. This one here, you can move over to block off this area here, so you can keep pets and children nice and confined in this area. The seating has multiple configurations. Let's have a look how this one turns into a day bed. And so you can just relax while on the water. So all the way around, you can see lots of seating, but under each of these you have additional storage. Not only that, we're going to have a look in a minute where you can lift both of these seats up and see massive areas of storage underneath the lazarette. Coming over to the table, you can open it up for entertaining purposes and it easily flips out of the way. This is great too. You can flip it down and extra spots for your cup holders, and then it flips back. This is really, really comfortable, and you can see how this is the perfect boat for summertime. This seat here, it actually has dual function. It can flip forward so that when you're underway, first mate can sit here and face forward. You can also flip it back so that you can use it as a seat here. So you can really see all the different nooks and crannies for each of your guests on board. Extra storage space under here as well. So yes, we're in a day boat, but we've also got the capacity to be in an overnighter, and we've got a little galley area here. So this is really well set up. You can shut it all away for extra preparation space, but check this out, little grab hole. And this is cool. They've got a little knobby thing here for you to pop that there, and it's nice and secure, so when you're underway or if it's a little bit rocky, that stays in place. We've got a sink, and this guy here lifts up and clips away, which is again great so it doesn't fall over. And this is the capacity to have a grill section here, so we'll pop it back down. It's just these little things with a great attention to detail which makes this boat extra stylish. Underneath we've got a bin, and then you've got to pull out fridge and freezer capacity, for your drinks or your food. Grab rail all the way around so that while you're underway you can hold on and feel nice and safe. This is beautifully set up as a day boat at the moment, but you can actually get an electric awning or a permanent awning fixed to here, so you've got extra shade, and you can have it so that you can have clears or mesh screens the whole way around, which makes it the perfect overnight boat. One more thing before we move over to the helm. You've got excellent hatches. I can't reach them. I'll get Damien to show you. Excellent hatches here so that when you're underway you can let extra air flow through. You've also got lighting all the way over around head and a fantastic stereo system.
Welcome to the helm position. On a day like today, it's just a beautiful place to be. I've got visibility all around me on this very sort of beamy boat. We're on a catamaran, we're 3.8 meters wide, so you do have a bit to maneuver with, but we have some new toys. So with the big 300 Mercuries, you do get the joystick control and the electronic control, as I mentioned, with the sports mode. This one's fitted with a Ray Marine. This boat is literally off the boat. It hasn't been set up at all. This is pretty much how you get it out of the box as a factory setup. Fusion stereo, as we've seen around the place. Nice little storage bin, lockable by the way, and very nice. There's only one rocker switch and then everything else is touch button. Very nice place to be. And as always, if you need to stand up while you're maneuvering in the marina, you can got your bolster seat. I do like the fact that with the co-captain, you know, you've got individual bolster seats, so if someone needs to be sitting up a little bit and doing whatever, the other person can be normally seated, and a nice place to put your feet. While we're talking about maneuverability, obviously we've got, you know, the joystick control and the, you know, you've got twin motors. You've got a bit of boat to control. This is a 32-foot boat, so it's just a touch under 10 meters and 3.8 meters of beam. This does not have bow thrusters because that joystick will be able to just maneuver you where you want to be. Amazingly, this 10-meter vessel only needs about 50 centimeters of draft. So you can sneak up into any little hollows you want to get into. And as for us, when you want to know about air draft, it's 2.9 meters tall to this beautiful hard top here. Before we go up the front, I just want to show you down the back a few more technical things. So as Brooke mentioned, there's storage everywhere. But under these seats, if you get rid of this, now, if you're used to trying to crawl into spaces to do your works, I think you'll enjoy this. There's plenty of room down here. So you've got your batteries, you've got your fresh water. There's 1,000 litres of fuel on this vessel, so you can go for a fair way. And these steps are actually your house batteries. So you can undo those and get into your house batteries. But plenty of room to work. You're not really cramped in here at all. And there's one on either side.
Of course, with any day boat or overnighter, a head is super important. So let's jump downstairs and see what the setup is down here. So first thing you should understand is it's quite a steep descent down into the head, but you've got lots of opportunity to hold on. So you've got 3 fairly steep steps, and here we have it. Lots of headroom. I'm not that tall, but it wouldn't be any problem for your guests to use. Simple toilet. You've got a little hatch for some natural light. So there's a basin, but there's also the ability to have a shower. Nowhere to actually hook the shower head, but that's okay. You've got the shower facilities out the front as well. Popping this way, you've got a PowerPoint facility, and it's quite spacious. It's not too claustrophobic. We're going to head under here now. There's a technical cupboard, which I'm sure Damien is going to want to take a look at. Let's go.
I know usually when we're underneath, Brooke does the head and the cabins, but we just discovered this little technical cupboard and Brooke couldn't help herself but invite me in. And if you've got to work on a boat, you're used to sort of sliding in somewhere or being hot and musty. This is crazy. There's so much room down here. I can almost stand up. That's right in behind the the helm station. But there's all our electricals. There's a great capacity to change whatever you want to do. Everything's really well labelled, which is fantastic. Fuse boxes. This is great. Very exciting. Love being under here, and you can just Yeah, usually all these electrical things are just tucked away somewhere that's just impossible to get to. So this is fantastic and great capacity to put in any new toys that you might get in the future. Let's jump across to the cabin and Brooke will continue the tour.
As I mentioned, yes, this is a day boat, but there's definitely capacity as an overnighter. So on the port side of the catamaran, you have a little cabin. So let's go down and have a look. Just like with the head, the steps are quite steep. So you've got 3 steps to jump down, but it is really spacious headwise down here. You've got an electronics cabinetry over this side and lots of little storage areas, so little cupboards. But what I do want to show you is when you're down here, I'm sitting here and literally, yeah, I can touch the roof, but it's quite spacious. Porthole here and a little porthole here. Cute lighting, a little reading light, so I suspect you can sit there and have a little read, which you wouldn't, you'd be up the top anyway. But let's have a look how spacious this is. If I was sleeping in here, I'd definitely have my head down this end and it'd be designed for your feet down the other end. So I'm going to see how it feels to lay out. I mean, yep, room for 2 friendly adults down here. But yeah, definitely capacity to be an overnighter. You've also got on this side a couple of little shelves for your storage as well.
Heading on up to the bow, we've just locked it all off. So if you had your clears here, you can have them all the way across. And you've got a window that you can open, which has a really secure lock, so that's not going to blow closed. And once again, if you've got children or pets, a little door with magnetic kickback so it doesn't swing through. Once again, this is made to party with a whole bunch of people can sit up here. We have day lounges on either side with armrests. I'm 6'2", and my feet can go the whole way. I can laze around, put my foot up there. There's even grab rails, so I wouldn't really want to be up here if it was if you're underway, but if you suddenly got a bit of chop that you weren't expecting, you've got a grab rail, cup holders galore, and very nicely, plush cushionage, and you can move around. And there's storage up here as well. So on either side, you've got storage bins. I'd probably think my fenders might be going down there, and in the middle is our anchor locker. And I like that. And put away cleats, and I'm guessing you can pull up to the beach. You've got a grab there and jump on up. Very beautifully appointed, lots of space. Yeah, perfect day boat for the Gold Coast.
This is definitely different to the boats that we are used to with this catamaran style. So I've definitely fallen in love with this Aquila 32 Sport.
Yeah, the extra space just with the beam of the catamaran hull is something quite different, and I imagine on the water it'd be great to test out. If you've got any questions, leave them in the comments down below, and we'll see you next time on the Rudder.
Happy boating.